Hi guys, welcome to CG Candles LA. I know you guys have been asking how to do C-3 candles, and it's hard if you really have never maneuvered. I know there's 464 wax, I know there's paraffin wax, but when it comes to C-3, there's not a lot of videos. So, it motivated me to make one because I've been working with C-3 over a year and a half. So what you want to have ready is definitely your jars. This is a 9-ounce jelly jar, and then this is a tin, and you can find them at Dream Vessels. Okay, and then I have these for your wicks. I found these in Amazon, which is great. And then what I'm going to be using for the wax melts, a little bit of glitter. I got these in Amazon. The cool part about these ones, it doesn't have big holes. You can control it versus other ones that you can't control. See? Okay. You're going to have your thermometer ready. Okay. You're going to have this for your oils. And you're going to have this to mix your oils. I like to use this one just because it's bigger and it melt. Once the wax is melt and then you blend it in with your oils, it mixes it really, really good. So I love that. You're also going to need your wicks. I'm going to use HTP 105 for the 9-ounce jelly, just one. And then these ones are the HTP 513218. You can zoom in there. And then I'm going to use 2 of these for this vessel. And I'm going to teach you guys how to use it. I don't use the glue. I use this. So the first thing I'm going to do is melt the wax, and then we're going to get our stuff ready, okay? So what I like to use this pitcher, and I got this from General Wax. So today we're going to be using this plus our wax melt holder, which I use these ones. And again, I got these from Amazon. I don't buy a lot because when I first started, I wanted to go small to see if I really wanted to do it. So I'm going to use 2. I like to use them all together just so if I have wax left over, then I'll just pour it into this, which holds 2.5. Now, a jar like this usually holds up to 6 to 7 ounces. And this one, same thing. So then I add them all up plus 2.5. So I'm going to wait 15 to 16. I rather go, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm going to wait 16 ounces of wax. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it here. I'm going to tear it out so it won't weight that. And then I'm going to get my wax ready. Okay. So ahí le puedes cortar si quieres. So I'm going to fill it to 16 ounces. Okay. So I only need a little bit to make 16. Okay. So now I'm going to take a little bit out just because I went a little bit over. And you can use gloves, do whatever you want, but I'm just doing a demo, so I'm not using gloves right now. Anyhow, it's at 16 right now. I used a double boiler just because I don't want to complicate my life and use a bigger one. So then the water is up to here. I want to say 1/3. You don't want to fill it too high. And I'm going to medium heat it, and I'm going to melt this. And then we're going to measure it. Once it's almost melted, which I'll show you, then that's when we add on the oils, okay? So right now, I'm going to move this out of the way. So I'm going to start showing you how to put the wick inside. These are tricky because it's hard to put them in the middle, but I'll show you how. I use stickers, and trust me, it works. It doesn't come off. I know a lot of people say that it does, but mine don't. I figured a way on how for them to stay on. So 105, HTP 105. I'm going to show you again. Okay, HTP 105. I keep it in a little tin like this so I won't get confused. And then I get a sticker. Okay. So now you're going to take it and you're going to put it here. Okay. You're going to peel it. And I like to straighten it. So I like to measure the middle part. And then I'm just going to put it right there in the middle. Then I get one of these little chopsticks and then I just go in there and just, you can see what I'm doing. And just press down, press really, really hard so it'll stick to the glass and it's not going to come off. And after I just put it in the middle and it's centered. I love these wicks because they're very thick. They don't move as like the other ones that melt. That's the reasons I like those type of wicks. And now this one I'm going to double wick. And same thing. I like to put the stickers first. Okay, and you want to go diagonal when you're going to double wick. So there you go. Okay. So then I'm going to get 2 wicks. And now we're going to do the same thing. Just press really hard. Press really hard. And trust me, they're not going to be floating around if you do it the right way. If you don't press hard, of course, they're going to come off. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I personally love it. Okay. So with these ones, since we're double wicking, I'm going to put 2 chopsticks. Okay, while my wax is melting. So it should look like that. Always leave a middle space for it. And then for the wax melt, what I'm going to do, let me just throw this away, is I'm going to add glitter. And I got this glitter at Amazon. They're like maybe like 12 or 20 bucks the most. But see how I was saying it has like holes? So I'm going to control it. And I'm just going to sprinkle it. Okay. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. You see? Very lightweight. Not too much. I don't like to add glitter to my candles because it does clog your wick. But you can definitely do a tiny bit. Okay, so now that I have my stuff ready, okay, I'm going to put it on the side. And now I'm going to measure my oil. So same thing, we're going to get this oil. Okay. We're going to tear it so it won't. And I'm using the Sage Lavender because it's one of my top sellers from California Candle Supply. You can see it. Okay. So I'm going to use 10%. I always like to use 10%, but that's just me personally. With C-3, you don't want to go over 12% because then it's going to become super heavy and it's going to start sweating, especially like scents like cinnamon. I noticed that when I did like 12% or 14, it was very sweaty and didn't look good. So I'm going to use 10%. So since I'm using 16 ounces of wax, you just got to multiply 16 times 10. Let's say it was 8 ounce. So you'll multiply 8 times 10. Okay, so since I'm doing 10% and 16 ounces of wax times 10 equals 1.6. And that's what I'm going to pour. And Sage Lavender is a very popular scent. My customers always ask for it and they always come back for it. And that's why I chose the purplish color. And then I can show you, this is how I label, and then I'll teach you in the future how to do labels. It's super easy. Again, see, I've cured this for a really long time and I'll show you how I do that as well in future videos. Now my wax is boiling. So now I'm going to check. So it's not melting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lower it a little bit just so it can melt faster. So, okay, so guys, I'm going to use this thermometer and put it into Fahrenheit. I'm going to show you how much I heat mine up. So I get it out of the double boiler and I heat it up to And I'll show you what I'm doing because I know that some videos don't tell you exactly what they're doing. But I want to show you the correct way. Okay, as you can see. So it's at 169. So try to heat up to 169. Don't go over too much because if not, it's just not going to give you the results you want to see. I like to pour my oils right away if it's at 169 or 170. You don't want to wait too long because if not, it's not going to mix well. So then I'm going to throw it in there. Okay. So then I'm going to put it here and then I'm just going to mix really gently. Not too much. There's people that just go hard. Don't go hard because then if you melt too fast, too hard, too strong, it's going to become watery. I'm sorry, not watery. It's going to become like whitish. It's going to have like an off-white color and that's why some people get it. If you notice, I did it a little bit. Now I'm going to get, again, my thermometer and I'm going to pour between 150, 155 or 145, 140. You can pour between any of those temperatures. You should be fine. So don't worry. Between 140, 145, 150, 155. I wouldn't go up to 160. My house right now, it's nighttime in Los Angeles and it's cold. Where you need to be careful when it's really hot because it takes longer for the wax to become harder. When it's colder, it's actually, the process is faster. So right now it's at 162. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna show you though, earlier I made some wax melts. So this is how it's supposed to look. See how beautiful that is, okay? And this is only like an hour old because I wanted to make one so you guys can see after. But if we zoom in, it looks very, very fresh. So that's very cute. I love it. And then I'm also going to show you what I did earlier with the tin and then a jelly jar. Now guys, it's normal to get sinkholes. It's normal. Don't be alarmed. Even the top sellers, top companies, they get it. So if you get sinkholes, just double pour or just fix it with a heat gun. Poke it with a cute toothpick, and then you should be fine. Just do a double pour. But don't get angry at yourself. Don't batter yourself, beat yourself up. I want to show you a candle from BBW. And they're very popular. But, I burned it. Just so you know, I burned it. But look. See how it didn't burn all the way? But yet we beat ourselves up. So I want you to understand that we're not going to be perfect. And look at that. Look at the glass adhesion. It's normal because it's soy. Okay? It's normal. So just relax. I like to buy my competitors or big brand names because look, they're not perfect. So don't expect yourself to be super perfect because it's not going to be perfect, guys. I want to show you what I want to teach you guys next. While right now it's at 152, so we're going to pour at 150, okay? So I'm going to teach you guys how to do dessert cups. Okay, so I like to fold the little wick. This is a cute little cupcake. Look at how cute that is. And this is all made with C-3 wax, okay? C-3 wax. And I'm also going to teach you how to do labels. It's super easy. I know some people take advantage of this because then they're like, oh yeah, I'll charge you and I'll show you how to do it. No bueno. Okay, so now it's at 150. It's actually, well, it was at 150. Let me put it in there. Let me show you. I don't know if you guys can see that. But anyhow, it's at around 150-ish. So now I'm gonna mix a little bit, not too much, just because the oils always tend to go down. And I'm using fragrance oil. I do not use essential oils. The only time you use essential oils, you can use it on wax melts, but I don't recommend it in candles just because it's not safe for your pets. So now I'm gonna pour. Okay, I'm gonna pour really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. And I don't fill it to the top. Okay, and that should be enough. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the side. Now I'm gonna do my little tin. Same thing, you don't wanna fill it to the top. And I'll show you one that I made already so you understand. Like, so now I'm gonna do my little wax melt. And I like to do the 3-in-1 because then I'm not wasting wax. And this is 16 ounces of wax. I was able to make a 9-ounce jar, a 7-ounce tin or 8-ounce tin. And then I still have more. I don't know, you can see that. So then I'm gonna take another one and I'm gonna make more wax melts. And again, that's why I like to do my wax melts the same day, so I won't waste wax. I still have a tiny bit, so I'm just gonna pour it in my jar and my tin. Okay, I don't want to fill it too much. And then that's it. That's it, no more. Okay, so now let it set for 3 to 4 hours. And then I did the wax melt that I showed you earlier, and I did 2 just like I'm doing. And look at this beautiful, look at how it looks after. And you close it and let it cure. But see, I love like the glitter, it's beautiful. This is after an hour and a half after making. And then I also did the tin. I don't want to mess it up, but look at that, beautiful. And I just want you, what I want to see, like the measurement where okay, you don't want to do it to the top because then it's going to fall off. And then with this, let it cure 3 to 4 hours. Check within an hour if your wick moved. Just center it, double pour it, or fix it with the heat gun. It's okay to do that, guys. Again, nothing bad's going to happen. And then that's it. It's simple. It's simple. What I did when I first started candle making, I started watching so many videos, but I got so confused because I was just looking at videos that didn't match the wax I was using. So make sure you use the tools, but the correct videos with the wax making. If you're using C-3 and then whatever tips I gave you, it's not gonna work with cocoa soy, it's not gonna work with paraffin because they're different. So again, I was watching like the 464 videos, I was watching the paraffin videos, and I was like, how come mine don't come out the way it's supposed to? And it's because I wasn't following the guidelines. So always follow the guidelines according to the manufacturer. That's what I did, and I was like, you know what, I am gonna learn till I get it. So I really want you to take this knowledge. I hope it helps you. PM me some messages if you guys have any questions. I'm more willing to help. I'll give you some tips as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you learned. If you didn't understand, just send me a message. Say, oh, what did you do here? What can I do differently? I'm willing to help. Just a quick advice though, like if this is your first time, it took me a month to get it, but I didn't have mentors. I didn't have the right videos. I was watching videos, like I was saying earlier, from different manufacturers. So I highly advise to, even with this video, just replay, take notes, replay, take notes. As I was making candles, I would watch the videos and I'm like, oh, that's what I did wrong. But with C-3, there's rarely any videos. That's why I wanted to make one. And I know there's a lot of newbies there. I highly recommend, don't overload yourself with oils, because that's one thing I did as well. Stick with 3 top sellers, and my advice, top sellers is always lavender, peppermint, vanilla, or make like a little suggestion box, or on Facebook say what scent is your favorite. But my personal opinion, I work with a lot of fragrances. I don't only sell candles. I have my full-time job. I do candles as a part-time job, which pays my bills. My marketing strategy is mostly word by mouth, and I'll make another video on how you can make money if this is not a full-time job that you want, and how you can bring income. There's so many resources out there, guys. So again, if you want to see a different video, send me a message of what else you want to do, I also want to post a video on how to make dessert candles, because with C3 you can do it, and I love C3 because you can do dessert candles, you can do wax melts, you can do candles, you can do a lot of stuff. You can work with molds. So that's why I stuck to C3 versus other waxes you have to use. I'm just giving you an example, 464, and then you have to buy beeswax, and you have to buy this, and you have to buy that. That's why I only stick to one wick as well, because the more wicks you try, the more money you're spending. So keep it simple. If you don't want to go big, I highly suggest don't go big unless you know sales are coming in and your orders are coming in. Of course, buy everything, but if you want something small just to pay your bills, keep it small. Okay, and then once you start building and you start recuperating the money that you spent, which you will, if you know how to market yourself, you will. Again, I'm going to make a video how to market yourself. Then you will be making money. I invested maybe like 500 to 600. And then I invested another couple of hundreds when it came to vessels. And then I recuperated everything during Christmas because I had a ton of orders. And then I had a lot of people come back, and I still do. Now I have repeat customers that buy the wax melts or same candles. You know, they love the scent. They love C3. With C3, you only have to cure 7 days. But if you want stronger scents, let it cure longer. The longer you cure, the better the results. But I'm just saying, testing phase or selling phase, it can be up to 7 days. However, there is mild scents. Like for me, I've tried eucalyptus, and I noticed with eucalyptus, it takes about 2 weeks to get a good hot throw. So with eucalyptus or even peppermint, I wait 2 weeks to cure, because I noticed that they don't have a hot throw within with the first 7 days. I know General Wax used to sell a really good eucalyptus scent. They discontinue it. So now where I buy it from, it's not the same. So branding is, again, it's your strategy. And then sage lavender, it's very strong. I only cure for 7 days, and oh my God, the scent is amazing. I also do lotions. I also do room sprays. I also do shower gels. So if you want to get into that field, again, I have videos. It's super simple, super easy. And then I can tell you where to buy the base. So, I mean, the more options you have for the customers, for your guests, the more sales you make. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, and then I'll see you next time.